Welcome back to Generic Expats. Today we're going to include the newest city, Mazatlan, Sinaloa, into the Generic Expats leaderboard. Starting with accommodation, we interviewed a local Mazatleco who showed us a property in the Golden Zone, Miguel, and he showed us a property that was around $1,300 to $1,500. We then talked to Noah, an American friend who lives in the downtown area of Mazatlan, who is selling his property for about $325,000. We lastly talked to Darren, who is paying about $700 per week at a local resort to stay in the Golden Zone as well. Considering all of these prices and factors, this would give Mazatlan an easy 9 out of 10 in accommodation. Next, we moved on to the cost of living and quality of life in Mazatlan. I went to a restaurant called the Panama Restaurant, or Restaurante Panama, with my friend Limberly, and we had a meal that was very nice. The cost of this meal was around $22 or $23, which we agreed was a very good price for this particular setting. We weren't able to find a local general health clinic or dental clinic to do any interviews and to record inside of. Therefore, I went to a local park and found some green spaces where I could show off what Mazatlan has in terms of getting your fresh air and being in nature. This Central Park visit was quite nice. Thinking about having a wonderful meal on the beach with such a low price gives the cost of living an easy 9 out of 10. It is easy to have a good quality of life with all of the green spaces and natural beauty inside this city, which also gives Mazatlan a 9 out of 10 in quality of life. Moving on to the entertainment aspect of Mazatlan, we took you to a local bar called Friends, a beach club called Onaki, and a restaurant called Panama. We then brought you to a few beaches, a few of which were the Olas Altas, my favorite, and the Playa Gaviota. We then showed you some of Mazatlan's best celebrations such as Carnival and the Day of the Dead Parade. Entertainment is an easy one with so many bars, beach clubs, restaurants, great beaches, and great festivals. This gives Mazatlan an easy 9.5 out of 10. Finally, we chatted about safety in Mazatlan and the best neighborhoods and regions to live within the city. He gave us a couple suggestions, which would be the Golden Zone, the Marina, and Cerritos. We then talked about the weather in Mazatlan, about how the low season is the hot season with storms, and the temperatures are pretty uncomfortable with highs in the hundreds and lows in the high 70s or 80s. Then we talked about the high season, which was about October until March, where the temperature is very comfortable, very nice in the mid 60s to mid 80s with very little storms and almost no rain. When factoring in the safety of Mazatlan, despite all of the heavy news articles that happened recently, Mazatlan is a very safe place to live, and we showed some of the safest places for you to buy property or to stay in. We also showed how the low season has perfect weather with no rain for about half of the year. This gives the safety and weather of Mazatlan also a 9 out of 10. Taking all of these scores and putting them together, we have accommodation 9, cost of living 9, quality of life 9, entertainment 9.5, and safety and weather 9. This gives Mazatlan an average of 9.1 out of 10, which makes it the #1 city on the Generic Expats leaderboard. Congratulations, Sinaloa!